So we want to create our order screen now, but we need to fetch the order from the database. So we're going to head back into the back end for a little bit and go into our order controller, and let's copy this and let's paste that in. So this is going to be to get an order by ID. Let's say get order by ID, and it's going to be a GET request to API orders /:ID. It's going to be private, and let's call this get order by ID. And I'm just going to get rid of everything that's in the body here. And we want to fetch the order, so let's say const order equals, and we're going to await, and we're going to use find by ID. Now I get the ID from the URL, so request.params.id. Now in addition to the order information, I also want to get the user's name and email that's associated with this order. So I'm going to add .populate, not populated, just populate. It might do that, so make sure it doesn't have the D on it. And we want to populate from user, and then we can add a second argument here and put in a space separated field of fields that we want. So name, we want name and email, so name space email. So that will attach that to this find by ID. Now I want to check for the order, so we'll say if the order exists, then let's just respond res.json with the order. Else, if it doesn't, then let's say res.status, let's set a 404 and throw new error and set this to order not found. All right. So we'll save that. Now we can test this out in Postman. We haven't done that in a while, so I'm going to create a new folder here. Add folder, and let's call this orders. And we'll say routes that have to do with orders. And let's create a new request, and this is going to be a GET request to /API /orders /:ID get an order by ID. So we'll open that up. It's going to be get, and then let's put in our URL variable /API orders. Now we need a specific order ID, so what I'll do is go to Compass. You don't have to do this with Postman. I'm just testing it out. So I'm going to grab this object ID here. So I have to go like that. And let's paste that in. Now if I send, I'm going to get not found because I haven't actually added the route. So let's go to our order routes. And actually, let's first export it. I seem to keep forgetting to do this. So get order by ID, and then here we want to bring in get order by ID, and let's set this. Let's say router.route, and it's going to be /:ID. Now make sure when you use this route with this param that it's at the bottom. Otherwise, if you pass in /something else, it's going to look at it as an ID. So make sure this is at the bottom, and we'll say get. We're going to protect it and call get order by ID. So let's go back here and send, and we should get a token message. So I should have a valid token in there. So I'm just going to choose authorization, bearer token, and send. And there we go. So we're able to get the order. So everything that's in the database. I'm going to save this route to Postman. And also if we try to get something that's not there, well, that's an invalid object ID. If I put a valid object ID, but it's not correct, we're going to get order not found. Good. So now that we have that in our back end, we're going to go back to our front end and start to work on the order screen. We have to create our order details reducer and action and do all that.